All right, boys and girls, today we're gonna remove the wiper arms and the cowl off the DeathTrap. Now, I don't know it for a fact, but I believe that this information applies to all square body S10s. I know it does not apply to the round body cab I've got out front because it has a nut that holds the wiper arm down in place. Now, that being said, the DeathTrap is a 92. Let's do this. All right, let me show you something that I learned from Johnny Garage Johnson over at Hardcore S10. I've learned a lot from him, actually. He's got a YouTube channel called Hardcore Garage, and it's definitely worth checking out. Of course, if you have an S10, then you probably already know who he is. You see that little hole right there? That's instrumental to taking this off. Now, you can use a small Allen wrench or a screwdriver, like a, what would you call it, a jeweler's screwdriver, whatever. I found I can't call it a finish nail because it's got a hole head on it, but that's what it is. We're gonna lift this side until this hole lines up with the hole behind it. And we're going to, there it is. We're gonna insert that nail into there. All right, now I got a second nail for this side, and the reason I've got two nails is because you want to leave the nail or Allen wrench or whatever you're using in place until you put it back on. In just a minute, I'll show you why that is. Now, from that point, you can wiggle that and make it come right up. Hopefully your the clip that holds the actual wiper onto the thingy won't mess up on you like mine just did. So, now sometimes you might find a situation, oh, nope, that's easier than I thought it was. I figured that this one, because it's never been taken off, would have been difficult to get off, and we might have to find an alternative to just wiggling it to make it come up. But let me show you why this works. Where'd my wrench go? I knew better than to use a 10 millimeter for this. Let me show you why that is. I got a wrench and I got a bolt. And I can slide this wrench over that bolt all day long. But the moment I put some pressure right here, that wrench ain't going nowhere. And the same works in the other direction. So now we go back to our wipers. You see the spring in the wiper arm? That's the important thing. You see, when it sits on the post, the spring puts pressure. Same concept. And inside the little hole that has all the grooves in it, there's a little clip. That clip grips up underneath the post that the wiper arm is planted on. So it's pretty much put because of the grooves here, the grooves on the wiper arm post. Let's go take off a cowl. Not a cow, a cowl. All right, to remove the cowl, we've got the hood up. There is a weather strip that's supposed to sit on this little lip right here, but as you can tell, mine is wore out, so it's usually sitting in the wrong spot. We've got a bolt right here. I believe that one is 13 millimeter. And then we've got 4 bolts across the firewall, one there, one there, and then two in the same location over there. I don't believe there's one in the middle, not that I found just yet, but you've got two over there, two over here. 7mm, 13mm. So let's get those off. Unless you've got a swivel, you're not going to be able to get these off with an impact driver. It would be a lot easier, but I don't know. So let me get the 4 of these and we'll come back to this. Alright, there's our first screw. That's what it looks like. We got 3 more to do. Careful not to scratch the paint up off your cowl if you're worried about that. If we're being honest, I'm not worried about that. So there is a washer attached to these screws, so that makes it difficult to loosen it up and then remove it with the by fingers. Let's try it again that way. Hopefully without dropping the socket. Now these 2 bolts in the corner, you're probably going to need a deep well socket because you want to clear your fender, and it's going to take quite a bit more pressure to get it started, simply because it is also one of the bolts that help hold the fender to the firewall. So of course, if you've got a swivel, you could probably do it with an impact driver and a shallow well socket. Yeah, we got that. There's one. Y'all don't pay attention to that mess over there behind me. Thanks. Goodness. There it goes. No! I say it's going. Alright, let's give it a second. What I probably need to do is put some type of WD-40 PB blaster or something like that on it, but I've never been accused of being a smart boy. There we go. And that right there is how a mess gets made. Next thing you know, you're looking for a tool, can't find it because it's not where it's supposed to be. I'm intelligent enough to know that. I'm just not smart enough to put it up when I get done with it. Of course, in this case, I might need it again. Don't forget to put that up. I'm right-handed. I can't do that with my left hand. Now, luckily, those bolts are tapered, so that makes it easier as far as once you get it close to out. Now, from that point, we have to wiggle this out. There's probably so much trash up underneath there that... There we go. Alright, there we go. Get it over that center post. Dadgummit. Alright, so the lip of the cowl is getting hung on the lip of the hood. I think. Oh, wait a second. I totally forgot. We've got an issue right here where we have to disconnect the washer sprayer. So, yeah, I forgot it all about that. But that does have to, oh wait, now it's gone. It's disconnected, which allows you to... That's not the way I intended to disconnect it, because now the washer sprayer hose is down inside the firewall. I'm going to have to pull that shroud off, and probably be a good time to vacuum up a bunch of crap. But when it's all said and done, the cowl is off. The wiper arms are off, and now we can start working to replace that wiper motor. The washer sprayer hose is down there. Matter of fact, that's it right there, that black piece. And that's where it disappeared to. So I got to fish that out and put it back on once we get the motor replaced and all that stuff. And that's going to require taking that, I don't know, shroud or whatever, that plastic piece. We got to take that off anyway. It's a 30-year-old S10. It may or may not come off like it's supposed to, and it may or may not go back on like it's supposed to. I don't know. Flip the cowl over. That's the point that the washer fluid hose was connected to, and that was holding us up. Why am I bleeding? There's no reason I should be bleeding. Sorry I forgot to adjust the camera a while ago. It's 100% on me. Simply put, my wife did offer to hold the camera for me today, but she wasn't out here whenever I filmed that. Otherwise, maybe you would have seen everything it was supposed to happen. I don't know. Regardless, the end goal is to get the wiper motor out. And I am fully aware that swapping that wiper motor and what's in this video could have all went into one video. But let's be honest, nobody is going to search how to remove a wiper motor if the information they're actually looking for is how to get the wiper arms and the cowl off the truck. We'll take care of the wiper motor replacement in the next video. Hopefully. And for the record, if you know how to get that plastic shroud off the top of the firewall without tearing it up so it can go back on, please leave that information in the comments. Maybe we can all learn something from your information. Peace, love, and mini trucks.